There is a single company that controls the entire military-industrial complex, the whole food industry, the oil and energy sectors, every plane, train, and most cars in America. They own the water utility companies, the hospitals, and the funeral homes. This one company that controls just about every other company and corporation in the Western world. And today, I'm going to show you with publicly available open source information that's easy to find for yourself who this is and how we know it. We are, of course, talking about the Blackrock conspiracy. It's one of the most widely known and also widely misunderstood conspiracies of our day. So today we're going to unpack the real Blackrock conspiracy. What do we really mean when we say that BlackRock owns everything? I've been doing this research for about 2 years now, and I think it's finally time to put it all together into one long-form video and lay out the whole thing and unpack who really owns the world.
Conspiracy theories are dangerous.
Information is the oxygen of a democracy.
It's so sick that we can't talk.
So it was about 2 years ago on a Sunday that I was walking through my local supermarket thinking about how I just learned that tampons are full of endocrine disruptors and reprotoxic chemicals. I just started a TikTok account 2 months prior dedicated to researching and learning about how the world works, and I had just done a report on tampons. And it's insane. Somehow it's just accepted medical practice of today that once a month for several days, women just stick a chemical-soaked sponge into one of the most sensitive mucous membranes on their bodies, right next to their uterus and ovaries and all that. They basically inject themselves with a whole cocktail of chemicals well known to damage reproductive organs and dysregulate hormones and cause cancer. Researchers found glyphosate at 40 times the legal limit for drinking water. They found arsenic, lead, cobalt, mercury, and cadmium, among many other chemicals and heavy metals. My comments on the last video that I had made about the topic were flooded with stories of women saying that when they switched to organic cotton tampons or to Diva cups, their periods became way less painful, way less intense, basically overnight. And then, of course, there was a bunch of free bleeders just getting wild in there too. It was total anarchy. But I'm in the grocery store and I have this epiphany that seems really simple to me now. Like, I wonder if there are any organic cotton tampons in this grocery store. So I go to the tampon aisle and I take some photos of the selection available. And little did I know that those tampons, these ones right here, would change my life. Like, no joke, that tampon aisle quite directly led to me going on Joe Rogan and hosting the Candace Owens show and sitting here now talking to you. God works in mysterious ways. Because I discovered what we all already kind of know is that in most grocery stores, there's actually very little choice. Even when it looks like there are so many different brands to choose from, of the whole tampon section in that store, maybe 5% or less of the shelf space was devoted to organic, natural cotton tampons that didn't have poison in them. They were hidden way off in the corner out of sight. That's the blue section way over on the right. The bulk of the aisles was colorful boxes from all the big brands advertising Sport Fit and Freedom Flow and Comfort Care and just all sorts of made-up menstrual buzzwords. Colored here in red, orange, yellow, and pink. But turn the packages around and read the ingredients, and they're all the exact same product. A synthetic plastic-filled franking cloth with PFAS and bleach and other toxic chemicals laced all throughout. Just kidding. You actually can't read the ingredients because tampons aren't required to list their ingredients on the box. So trust the science, right? But you have dozens of choices of size and fit and flex and just about anything else except whether or not you want to poison your reproductive organs and disrupt your hormones. That option came in a tiny blue box hidden way up high in one little obscure corner. And if I had to guess, I would think that it probably accounts for less than 1% of the grocery store's tampon sales. I even discovered that one of the brands, Stay Free, which is highlighted here in pink, is owned by Energizer, the battery company. I'm serious. This happened all the way back in 2013, and I'll bet that basically no woman that buys Stay Free knows that she's buying from a battery company. Like, they should make their sizing named after battery sizes if they're going to do that. Like, you can just get your AAAs or your AA's or your super extra heavy flow tampons. Anyways, once I looked up who owned all the mega corporations that were selling these tampons, I learned that they're all owned by the same shadowy financial cabal, foreshadowing the first layer of the Blackrock conspiracy theory. And we'll get into the whole thing in just a minute. And yes, for all the finance bros out there, don't worry. We know about beneficial ownership and what fund managers do. That is a part of this story. And for everyone jumping out of their chairs to say, like, BlackRock doesn't actually own any of those shares, don't worry. We will get to that layer in just a bit.